everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of the One Word Answer interview. I'm Sophie Baker, the Programme Director for the World Pension Summit, and I'm very pleased to welcome Joe Elmlinger, Head of Client Solutions at Lake Hill Capital Management. Hello, Joe, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Very happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Good, pleased to have you. And in the run-up to the World Pension Summit taking place in October in The Hague, we are very excited to have you here for our One Word Answer interview. The premise is hopefully pretty obvious. We have 12 or 13 questions for you, and we will go through them one by one, and we would love you to answer it with one word only. I'm not completely mean. There are a few get-out clauses. So one is to decline to comment. One is to clarify your answer, so you can go on a little bit and give us a few more than one word. And another is to revisit one of your answers. I don't think we're going to need the first and third options. I'd love a clarification somewhere. I have been known to enforce it. Just putting that out there. So Joe, before we begin, do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself and about Lake Hill?
Sure. My name is Joe Elmlinger, and I'm the Head of Client Solutions here at Lake Hill Capital Management. Lake Hill Capital Management is a New York-based investment manager specializing in partnering with leading institutional investors to create sophisticated option-based solutions for portfolio hedging, yield enhancement, and to capture sustainable alpha. Used properly, options are incredibly powerful tools that create highly predictable return expectations, but it requires specialized skills and experience to navigate the thousands upon thousands of option choices available every minute of every day. In the options world, Lake Hill is a trusted, experienced partner whose sole mission for nearly 20 years has been to stay on the cutting edge of technology so that our clients have the highest probability of achieving their investment objectives.
Let's move on to the One Word Answer interview. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So what is the biggest challenge for our sector right now?
I think radical uncertainty.
Mm-hmm. And what has been the biggest learning from the COVID-19 era?
Be prepared.
Absolutely. What's the single biggest challenge for institutional investors at the moment?
Radical uncertainty.
Absolutely. And what's the biggest opportunity for institutional investors right now?
Radical uncertainty.
Excellent. I love it. Which asset class are you most optimistic about for the next decade?
Equities.
Equities. And which are you the least optimistic about?
Equities.
Equities. Brilliant. Is there a buzzword in the industry that you're hearing all the time?
Zero DTE.
Zero DTE. Okay. You don't have to use a clarification, but just for the people at home, what are we talking with zero DTE?
0 days to expiration. Absolute erosion in the options world in the use of options that expire the same day that they're purchased. Mm-hmm. So-called 0 days to expiration, or zero DTE.
Okay, use it or lose it, right?
In that case, absolutely.
Okay, so that's been the kind of formal part of the interview. Let's learn a bit more about you. What would your colleagues use one single word to describe you?
Focused.
Focused. And what word would you use to describe yourself?
Curious.
Curious. Always a good thing. Tell me about a surprising hobby that you may have.
Bobsled skeleton racing.
Bobsled skeleton racing. Okay, I'm allowed. What is bobsled skeleton racing? I hope it's easier than it is to say. And when did you get into it?
Well, you may be familiar with the luge, which you may have seen like in the Olympics. Okay, well, the luge, you ride down an icy track, bobsled track, on your back feet first. In skeleton, you do that on your stomach head first.
That doesn't sound scary at all.
It's a little scary. And I've been doing it now for about 16 years.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's with these things, I quite like to ask if we can have a demonstration at WPS. I think we might park that one.
It's going to be a little difficult.
Just talk about it.
But we can provide some videos if necessary.
I'm going to hold you to that. So what do you enjoy most about your job?
Solving problems.
Mm-hmm. And what are you most looking forward to about participating and learning and listening at the World Pension Summit?
Stroopwafels.
Stroopwafels.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard. Our reputation precedes us. I'm so pleased.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Joe, thank you so much for your time. It's been lovely to have you on the One Word Answer interview. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
I did very much, and thank you. Look forward to seeing you in a few weeks.
See you soon in The Hague for Stroopwafels.